Dave, are you there? You guys. Thank you. Okay, sounds good. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College in Billings, Montana. Kyle Riley with you for the play-by-play this afternoon of Western Bulldogs basketball as the Lady Bulldogs take on the Dinos from the University of Calgary this afternoon. And, of course, in yesterday's action for these teams, Western took on Dickinson State, and the Bulldogs got past the Blue Hawks by a score of 64-45 in that contest. 3 players with double figures for Dickinson State, 2 players for double figures for Western, as Anise Palmore led all scorers with 18 points. She had a total of 6 rebounds as well, and also scoring double figures for the Bulldogs was Kay Bignell. She had 15 points and 6 rebounds as well. Meanwhile, for the University of Calgary, they took on the host Lady Batlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College last evening, and the Batlin Bears came away with a 71-61 victory in that one, as Rocky Mountain College had 4 players in double figures, and I just noticed that they don't have any of the individual stats for the University of Calgary in the box score online yesterday, so I can't give you the individual point totals for the Calgary starters. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll give you a look at the starting lineups and get set for tip-off here between the Dinos and the Bulldogs on AM 1490 KDBM. Okay. Welcome back to the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College as we are getting set for the second set of games here in the holiday tournament. Glad to have you along with us on the fine facilities of AM 1490 KDBM in Dillon. My thanks to Dave back in the studios. Good to work with him again after a number of years. It's been a few years since we've been on air together. Glad to be on air in southwestern Montana once again. Of course, this is the Green and Gold Classic hosted by Rocky Mountain College. We've got the men's teams coming up in the 3:30 Mountain game, and then at 5:30 and 7:30 will be the Dickinson State Blue Hawks versus Rocky Mountain College to wrap up the tournament. We're about to get the national anthem, I believe, and I do believe we will be hearing both national anthems as we have the University of Calgary here this afternoon. Let's go ahead and give you the starters really quick for the Bulldogs. It is, first of all, the 5'5" senior Anise Palmore. Actually, we're going to go ahead and step aside for the national anthems. We'll come back with the starters after this timeout. Hello, sir. We are in anthem, so. Okay, sounds good. right, Dave. I'm ready after this one, too. Okay. Back here at the Fort Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. It's day 2 of the Green and Gold Classic hosted by the Battling Bears, as we've got the Lady Bulldogs taking on the Lady Dinos of the University of Calgary. And let's give you the starting lineups. First of all, for the University of Calgary ladies, the Dinos, they are coached by head coach, and it just moved his name on it, Damian Jennings. There we go. For Damian Jennings, his starting 5 looks like this. It is a 5'5" freshman, number 2, McCall Asaf. Also in the starting 5, a 5'3" sophomore, number 5, Anmal Matu. Along with Asaf and Matu is number 11, a 6-foot freshman, Freya Schmidt. Also in the starting 5 for Coach Jennings Dinos is number 12, a 5'11" freshman, Aaron McIntosh. And rounding out the starting 5, a 5'11" freshman, number 14, Lauren Costello. For the Bulldogs of UM Western, their head coach Lindsay Woolley, her starting 5 looks like this: a 5'5" senior Anise Palmore, a 5'9" sophomore Taylor Howitt, a 5'10" sophomore Britt Cooper, a 5'10" sophomore Sierra Lamy, and a 5'9" senior Kay Bignell. The tip is up, and it's bouncing around on the floor, gets in between the legs of one of the Dinos. Jump ball is going to be called, as getting down on the floor was Taylor Howlett for the Bulldogs, along with Asaf for the Dinos, and we're going to tip it off once again. Bulldogs in their road red uniforms with black lettering. And there's the tip, controlled by the Bulldogs, going left to right here in the first quarter, and the layup on the right side won't go. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. On the left side, handled by Bignell. They'll pass it out top to Palmore. Palmore here on the right wing finds Howlett. Howlett gives it off to the left side to Lamy. Lamy, chest pass out top. We'll give it to Palmore. Palmore looking inside, gets it down inside to Cooper, down along the baseline, kick it out left side for 3. That shot is long on the attempt by Howlett, and the rebound controlled here in the near corner by Matu. Matu will bring it across the half-court line, take it to the free throw line, pass behind into her right to Asaf, back on top for Matu. Trying to work it inside, it's taken away by the Bulldogs as Bignell will come up with for UM Western. No score, 9-10 to go here in the first quarter of play of the second day of action here at the Green and Gold tournament. And we've got a drive in the lane. Going to have a foul called. Offensive foul is going to be called against the Bulldogs. It's going to go against Taylor Howlett, her first personal foul. And that'll be the first team foul on either side. 9:02 left in the first quarter of play. Dinos have the ball for the second time this afternoon. Anmal Matu will get the inbound pass, bring it across the half-court line, give it out top to Asaf. Asaf gets a screen out top from Costello, kick it over right side. Now they're trying to work it inside to Costello, who is double-teamed. It was passed there from the right wing to McIntosh, and it got out of her reach, out of bounds. Last touch by the Dinos, so the Bulldogs will get it back. Still no score, 8:49 left in the first quarter of play between the Dinos of the University of Calgary and your UM Western Bulldogs. And the inbound pass is going to be passed into Britt Cooper, and Cooper's called for the walk as she took a step before putting it on the floor, so the Dinos will keep it on there into the floor. Pass in from the right side of the baseline by Matu. Matu will give it out on the far sideline to Asaf. Asaf dribbles one, stops, pass across the top, the key left side to McIntosh, back to Asaf. Now Matu on the right wing, down to the corner. Back out to Matu, to Asaf, working in at the free throw line. McIntosh drives in, kicks it down low, shot up. Won't go for Costello, but Costello is fouled. And I think, nope, they're going to call. Okay, it is a foul on Britt Cooper. That's Cooper's first personal foul. And that is the second team foul against the Bulldogs. So Laura Costello will step to the line for the first time this afternoon. Free throw is on its way with the right hand. It is good. First point of the afternoon coming at the 8:31 mark of the first quarter of play. Costello's second free throw on the way, off the back right side of the rim. Rebound is controlled by the Bulldogs. So Costello 1 for 2 at the line this afternoon. First point on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard belonging to the Dinos with just over 8 to play in the first quarter. Driving in the paint, left side, shot by Howlett, won't go. Tried to save it from going out of bounds. Check that, it wasn't Howlett, it was Britt Cooper. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds, last touch by a Dino. So it'll be Bulldog basketball. Passing in from the underneath the left side of the backboard is Kay Bignell. Bignell has somebody out in front of her, gets the skip pass into Cooper. Now kick it out top to Paulmore. Paulmore dribbles once, gives it off to her left to Cooper. Cooper hands on the left wing. Howlett driving across the arc, kicks it down low right side to Sierra Lamy, and Lamy driving in is fouled. Foul is going to be called against Erin McIntosh. It's her first personal foul, and the first team foul against Calgary. 1-0 our score, 8:04 left in the first quarter of play on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard at the free throw line. Free throw on its way, it's good for Sierra Lamy. Lamy in yesterday's ball game ended up with 4 points. Second free throw is also good. She's 2 for 2 from the line, gives her team their first lead of the ball game at the 8:04 mark. Pass up the floor, goes out of bounds on the far side. And it is turned back over to the Bulldogs. So an unforced error there on the Calgary Dinos. We'll give it back over to UM Western. 7:56 left in quarter number 1. Pass in along the far sideline into the front court to Taylor Howlett from Britt Cooper. Howlett dribbles across the front edge of the center circle towards us here on the near side. Then back over the left side. She'll pass it to Paulmore. Paulmore out top, kicking around right side now to Lamy. Lamy takes it across the key, right to left, about 12 feet out. Past the free throw line, shot off the front of the rim, rolls off left side for Cooper. Rebound in the paint. Shot won't go for Kay Bignell, and the Dinos get it back as Asaf up the floor, left side of Matu. Matu, nice pass up the right side to Schmidt. Schmidt driving in, draws the blocking foul. And that will stop the clock with 7:28 to play. A couple of Dinos from the University of Calgary getting ready to check in here at the scorer's table. As checking in is Chanel Hanzuk and Brianna Golly, replacing McIntosh and Asaf. From the right side of the baseline, Matu will pass it in, kick it out top, Hanzuk. Hanzuk pass to her left to Golly, who just checked in, back to Hanzuk. Now at the free throw line, they find Schmidt. Schmidt driving left lane, puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Dribbling out here on the near side is Taylor Howlett. Howlett will pass up in the front court, right wing. Lamy down low left side. Nice reverse layup. It's off the glass and good for Kay Bignell. Her first 2 points of the afternoon makes it a 4-1 ball game at the 7:04 mark of quarter number 1. Dinos trailing the Bulldogs on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Pass on the right wing goes to Hanzuk. Hanzuk down in the corner. Finds Schmidt. Schmidt trying to pass it inside. Gets knocked away from Costello. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Nearly taken away by the Dinos, but the Bulldogs keep hold of the basketball. Paulmore will bring it across center circle. Paulmore dribbles around the defender, takes it to the hole. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound down low by Bignell. She tried to dribble it out and goes out of bounds, and I think she inadvertently caught one of the Dino players. Costello is down on the floor. And I don't know, Costello went after the basketball, and she might have inadvertently caught the knee of Bignell, who was going after the loose ball. Time is called on the floor. Let's take a 30-second timeout. 6:35 left in the first quarter of play. Western on top of Calgary, 4-1, back in 30 seconds.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battle and Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
We have a timeout on the floor. They are still attending to Laura Costello for the University of Calgary. She's still laying on her left side. And they are attending to her after she went after the loose ball along with Kay Bignell. And I think inadvertently Bignell caught the side of the head of Costello as they were both going towards the floor after the basketball. So they are attending to her. We've got timeout on the floor. 4-1 our score on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western on top of the University of Calgary. Yesterday afternoon's action, the Bulldogs defeated the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State 64-55. And in the other game, the Battling Bears got past the Lady Dinos by a score of 71-61. Costello is up on her feet. That's good. She's going to be walked off, but she's walking off under her own power. That is good to see. Gets a nice round of applause from the fans and teams here in attendance this afternoon. So we'll get back underway here in just a moment. Dinos in their home white uniforms with Dinos in red across the front, trimmed in yellow and black. They've got red numbers on the backside, trimmed in yellow and black with no names. And of course, the Bulldogs in their road red uniforms, that deep red with Western in black, trimmed in black. That's more of a, yeah, I guess it is two tones there, trimmed in a gray actually. The black numbers and letters of Western. They got black and white stripes down the side of their jerseys. Western will have the ball as we get back underway. They lead 3 points, 4-1 our score. As Anise Palmore will get ready to pass it back in. Standing on the right side of the end line, passing in the right corner to Bignell. Bignell out on the wing finds Lamy. Lamy down the corner to Palmore now. Palmore past the right side of the free throw line. Out behind her to Lamy from Britt Cooper. Lamy gives it off left side to Taylor Howlett. Howlett's going to draw a foul coming across the top of the arc left to right. Foul's going to be called against Brianna Gawley. That's her first personal foul. The second team foul against the Dinos of the University of Calgary. They'll pass it in front of the Dinos bench here just to our right on the near side of the floor. Bulldogs going left to right here in the first quarter. Inbound pass comes into Palmore. Palmore dribbling out towards the top, and she is going to draw an offensive foul called for the shove. So Palmore called for her first personal foul. That is the third team foul. Check that fourth team foul against the Bulldogs. But it's a non-shooting affair. This was an offensive foul coming the other way. Matu up in the front court, pass left side to Gawley. Back out top now. Seabrook's in the ball game for the Dinos. Pass it down low inside on the right side to Gawley. Gawley had it knocked loose. It's picked up by the Bulldogs. Howlett gives it over to Palmore up the floor left side. Cross-court pass right side. Lamy for three off the right back side of the iron. Ball popped up in the paint, brought down by the Dinos. Outlet right side to Matu. Matu dribbles on the right wing, stops behind the arc, pass on top. Gawley worked it inside to Seabrook. Seabrook had it knocked away. Palmore picks it up, one hands it up the floor left side. They work it down low inside across the paint from Lamy to Kay Bignell. Bignell had to go over her outstretched arms. It's picked up by the Dinos coming the other way. Gawley give it on the right-hand side to Matu. Check that, it's not Matu, that is Colburn. Colburn driving across the paint, gets it to go, and the foul. She'll have a chance at the three-point play as the foul is called against Kay Bignell. Her first, check that, second personal foul, and the 15th foul against the Western Bulldogs. 5:25 left in quarter number one. Free throw on its way. It is off the back of the rim, won't go, so it'll be a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs. Up into the front court. Palmore pass to her left. Bignell right wing wide open for three. Won't go as it hit off the near side of the rim for Lamy. Came out far side. We got an offensive foul. Check that. Loose ball foul is going to be called against the Dinos. Ball is going to be called against Chanel Hanzuk. That's her first personal foul. And we're going to have a timeout called. 4:59 left in the first quarter of play. 4-3 our score on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western on top of Calgary. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true: life is better with you. Whoa, whoa, life is better with you.
I am a high school English teacher. I had been diabetic for 20 years.
Obesity is affecting our population at an alarming rate.
To meet that challenge, the Billings Clinic implemented a comprehensive bariatric program.
The patient is the most important part of the team.
It's not about skinny, it's about being healthy.
I don't have diabetes anymore.
And by now, she's lost over 100 pounds.
Thank you. I'm happy. Life is good.
Rocky Mountain College here in the Magic City. Billings, Montana. Kyle Riley with you for the play-by-play this afternoon. Western is on top by a score of 4-3. They get back underway here just under the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Pass inside gets taken away from Howlett, picked up by the Dinos. Hensick up the floor, pass it right wing, driving underneath the basket is Colburn. She'll get it back out top to Golly. Golly bouncing inside the paint to Seabrook. Seabrook lost her footing as she went to the floor. She tried to pass it off, but she did take a step before she was able to skip it over to Matu. So that'll be a turnover on the Dinos. And be Bulldogs basketball. Full-court pressure being applied by Calgary. But the pressure is beaten as it's dribbled up in the front court by Cooper. Got the inbound pass back to Palmore on the left side. Palmore drives to the paint, kicks it baseline left side to Shy. Shy giving off left side. Back to Shy now on the left-hand corner of the free throw line. Give it right side to Palmore on the wing behind the arc for three. It's good. Anissa Palmore. Anise Palmore has her first 3 points of the afternoon, making a 7-3 score at the 4:19 mark of quarter number one. Western on top by 4 points. Pass on the left side of the paint at the elbow. Trouble there as Lauren Seabrook's going to be called for taking too many steps. She was pivoting against the defender. Seabrook's going to check out of the ball game. And another substitution coming in for Calgary as Mikal Asaf will check back in, replacing Matu. Denise Palmore will look to inbound the ball. Again, pressure being applied by the Dinos. Inbound pass comes into Cooper. Still in the backcourt, dribbling across the center circle left to right. Stops here far on the right wing. Back to Palmore, about 3 feet in front of the center circle. Dribbles to the top of the key. Fakes right, goes left, stops the dribble at the left elbow. Palmore hands it off to Jill Jacobs, who's in the ball game. Jacobs lost it. Pass in the corner. Goes to Cooper. Cooper gives it off right side of the free throw line to Lamy. Lamy drives in, and offensive foul is going to be called against Lamy. And the defender went to the floor. Lamy called for her first personal foul, and that is the 6th team foul now against Western. 3:38 left in the first quarter of play. Dinos with the ball trailing by 4. Dribbling in off the left wing is Hensick. She's going to be fouled as she tried to take it towards the basket. Foul's going to be called against Britt Cooper. That is the 7th team foul, I believe. And this will be 2 attempts at the line for Chanel Hensick. Hensick dribbles 3 times with the right hand, puts it up off the front right side of the iron. Chanel Hensick, a freshman out of Regina, Saskatchewan, played for Campbell Collegiate prior to joining the Dinos. First free throw attempt misses, second one on its way, and that one is good. She has her first point of the afternoon, coming at the 3:35 mark of quarter number 1. 7-4 our score. Western with the ball and the 3-point lead. Jacobs gets the inbound pass from Palmer, gives it right back to Palmer. Palmer takes it over the left side, brings it across the timeline, keep it over the right side. 3-point shot for Jill Jacobs. It's up, it's good. Jacobs has her first 3 points of the afternoon, and it's back to a 6-point lead, 10-4 our score. And coming at the 3:17 mark. Got a pass down inside, and a walk's going to be called against the Dinos as the receiver of the pass down low took a step before coming on the floor. I believe it was Colburn that was called for the travel. Pass up just behind the half-court line. Comes to Lamy, who had to come back to get it. Lamy took it across the center circle, gives it off to her right now to Palmore. Palmore with a little spin move on the dribble here on the right wing. Hands it off, coming out to get it is Lamy. Lamy gives over left to Jacobs. Now further on the left wing to Cooper. Back on top to Jacobs. Jacobs takes it around the right lane and took a step as she picked up her dribble and then decided, oh, I want to go in a little farther. and end up picking up the traveling violation. Hanzuik, okay. Got correction on the pronunciation of Chanel Hanzuik's name. Apologies on that. Driving the other way, shot is up. Going to foul call against Western. The shot is good. Darby Shy is called for the foul. And it was Brianna Gawley that drove in and drew the foul as she got the basket to fall. She has a chance to cut it back to a 3-point ball game. Gawley puts it up with the right hand off the right backside of the iron. Ball comes off left side. It's rebounded by the Dinos. So 10-6 our score. Dinos with the ball, however, trailing by 4. Out top, handled by Asaf. Asaf will give it off right side. Long shot from 2-point range won't go for Bree Wilcox. And it went out of bounds along the baseline. We given back over to the Bulldogs. 2:27 left in the first quarter of play. Lauren Seabrook will check back in as Wilcox will check out after putting up the air ball. 4-point Western lead according to the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Still some full court pressure being applied by the Dinos. Inbound pass comes into Howlett. Howlett give it back to Palmore. Palmore guarded up the floor in the backcourt by Asaf. Asaf backs off as she reaches the half-court line. Palmore now picked up again at the top of the key. Gives it off behind her. That's to Sierra Bignell. Bignell tried to bounce it inside. It's taken away by Equilonga. And Equilonga drove down in, tried to bounce it inside, and we got a foul call. Mozenga Equilonga is going to be called for her first personal foul. Offensive foul there, and that'll give it back over to the Bulldogs. Palmore will give it inbound to Taylor Howlett. Howlett brings up the near side of the court into the front court. Guarded up the floor by Gawley. Pass across from the left wing goes to Palmore. Palmore just inside the arc, had her foot on the line. That's a 2-point shot, but it's good for Anise Palmore. She's got 5 points in the ballgame on a couple of field goals. It's 12-6 our score. Bulldogs back to a 6-point lead. Looking around the left-hand side, Ephraninga. Pass in the left corner is good for 3. The shot by Bobby Jo Colburn. She's got 5 points in the ball game. 12-9 our score. That shot coming at the 1:32 mark. Quarter number 1. Bulldogs with the basketball. They Bulldogs lead by 3. Palmore dribbles out top. Got a screen out there from Sierra Bignell. Pass across the paint down low. Shot is up and the foul for Molly Klinker, who will have a chance after 3-point play. Foul called against Mozenga Equilonga. That's her second personal foul. Clock is stopping with 1:14 to go here in quarter number 1. 3-point play opportunity for the Bulldogs. Molly Klinker. She's got a couple substitutions checking in. Savannah Bignell just checked in a moment ago, and at the line, Molly Klinker. Free throw is good. Klinker has her first 3 points of the afternoon, makes it 15-9. Western on top by 6. Up into the front court, double team here on Seabrook, and Seabrook is going to be the ball got knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by a Bulldog. So McIntosh will inbound it from just on the far left side of the scorer's table. Pass out top to Matu. Matu dribbling, sidestepping along the arc on the left side, gives it out top. Cropper working right side on the wing. Schmidt down inside. Now the nice dribble inside pass down low to Cropper. The shot wouldn't go. And we've got a whistle. Kind of a foul call against the Bulldogs. Foul's going to be against Taylor Howlett. Howlett called for her second personal foul. Lauren Seabrook at the line for the first time this afternoon. 15-9 our score. 54.6 left here in quarter number 1. Bulldogs on top. 15-9 according to the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Shot is up and good. Seabrook, that is her first point of the afternoon and her first free throw made. Seabrook, a 6'1" senior out of North Vancouver, British Columbia, playing for the University of BC before she transfer to Calgary. Second free throw is also good. She makes it 15-11 our score. Bulldogs with the lead and the basketball. Inbound pass goes to Bignell. Bignell up the floor to Jacobs. Jacobs here along the near sideline down in the corner finds Sierra Bignell. Back out on the lane. Savannah drives out and then kicks it back out top. So Sierra Bignell for three. That makes it 18-11 our score. Bulldogs on top. Sierra Bignell, her first 3 points of the afternoon. On the left wing, handled by Crawford. Kick it out top, Matu. Matu to her left, finds McIntosh. McIntosh back left side, goes to Crawford. McIntosh right side to Matu. Matu took it to the corner, thought about going baseline, and it's called for the carry. And that'll turn it back over to the Bulldogs with 15.6 left in the first quarter of play. Bulldogs on top, their biggest lead of the ball game, 18-11 our score. Top of the hour, you're listening to AM 1490 KDBM Dillon. Our thanks to Dave back in the studios engineering the games this afternoon. Bulldogs with the ball, the lead. 3-point shot right wing for Sierra Bignell off the right side of the iron. Rebound controlled by the Dinos, and they won't get a shot off before we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Bulldogs lead on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard 18-11. We'll be back for the second quarter after this 1-minute timeout.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things.
Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance. I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends. I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
Back from the timeout, ready to start quarter number 2. The Bulldogs on top of Calgary by a score of 18-11. Dinos have the balls to get back underway. Quarter number 2. Pass out top, handled by McIntosh. McIntosh to her left finds Schmidt. Schmidt dribbles free throw line, kick it right wing Matu. Back out to McIntosh. To her left finds Crawford. Back to McIntosh. Dribbles top the key. Right side Matu. Matu down the corner. Schmidt thought about it. Instead, pump fake pass inside. Then on top, the shot won't go for Crawford. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs as it's cleared out by Molly Klinker. Klinker, the senior out of Fairfield, Montana. Pass right side, head fake, driving to the baseline, and we're going to have a push called against Seabrook. Seabrook called for her first personal foul. That is the first foul of the second quarter. Had the official stats handed to us just a moment ago. Give you those here in just a moment. Handed out on the left wing by Cooper. Cooper passed in the corner. We're going to have a whistle and foul down on the baseline left side. Foul's going to be called. And Matu called for her first personal foul. And the second team foul here in the quarter against the Dinos. Left side of the baseline. Pass comes in. Molly Klinker, left wing, off the back of the iron, high, off the back of the iron, off the shot by Bignell, Savannah Bignell that was. The ball rebounded in the paint. It's going to be a foul against the Dinos. Loose ball foul called against Freya Schmidt. Schmidt called for her first personal foul. And that is the third team foul already here in the first 51 seconds of quarter number 2. At the free throw line will be Britt Cooper. Shot on its way, it's good. Cooper's first attempt and her first point of the afternoon. Substitutions coming in for the Bulldogs. Sierra Layton back in the ball game, and Darby Shy back in as well for the Bulldogs. Britt Cooper dribbles it once, puts it up with the right hand off the left backside of the iron, and follows it up. No, that was Sierra Bignell that picked up the rebound, kicks it out on the wing to Cooper. Cooper giving it on the left side. Now back right side. 3-point shot for Sierra Bignell. Won't go off the left side of the rim. Rebound on the left corner. Brought down by the Bulldogs. Working inside to Shy. Shy spin off the glass. Won't go. Rebound Seabrook for the Dinos. Outlet right side to Hanzuik. Hanzuik gives it off to Crawford. Back to Hanzuik. To her left to McIntosh. McIntosh on the left wing along the arc now to Schmidt. Back out top now to McIntosh. McIntosh kicking off to Schmidt. McIntosh directing traffic. 2-3 zone being played by the Bulldogs at the moment. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. 3-point shot won't go for Crawford, and we've got a foul called against the Dinos on the rebound effort. Nope. Yeah, it is on Seabrook. That's her second personal foul. It is already the fourth foul in the quarter against the Dinos, and we're only a minute 37 in. We've got 8:23 left in the first half. Western with their biggest lead of the game, 19-11 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. I'd like to thank those of you that are watching the video cast as well on rocky.edu. Thanks to Cody, engineering, and cameraman this afternoon. He's doing it all up there. Got a blocking foul called against Chanel Hanzuik. That's her second personal foul, and the 15th foul against the Dinos. So stepping to the line to shoot the free throw. It's off the front of the rim, the glass, and in. Savannah Bignell makes her first attempt. That's her first point of the afternoon. Second free throw rattles around and it falls. 20-11 our score. Those free throws coming at the 8:20 mark. Pressure in the backcourt for the Bulldogs. Pass it along the far sideline. McIntosh in the front court finds Crawford. Back out Hanzuik. Hanzuik on top. Now kick back right wing. Hanzuik for three. It's good. Chanel Hanzuik, that is her first field goal made. Chanel has 4 points in the contest. 20-14 our score. That shot coming at the 8:03 mark of the first half. Here on the right wing, Sierra Lamy passing the baseline to Shy. Long pass out top goes to Palmore. And he's Palmore. Gets a screen out top from Shy. Tries to go right lane. Nice bounce pass inside to Shy. Was cutting to the basket on the left side of the paint. Went down on the knee. Picks up the ball. Passes it off to Cooper underneath the backboard. Kicking out left side to Bignell. Now on top, Palmore. Left-hand corner goes to Britt Cooper. And Cooper traveled before she drove in on the baseline. And so that'll turn it back over to the Dinos of the University of Calgary. Get the ball back, trailing 21-14 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Men's game coming up after this one between the Dinos and the Bulldogs, and then it'll be the Blue Hawks and the Battling Bears to wrap up the two games this evening here at the Green and Gold Tournament. Right side of the free throw line, Schmidt will give it out on the right wing, down in the corner now to McIntosh, and McIntosh tried to pass it out top, got a foul called against the Bulldogs. Foul's going to be called against Darby Shy. That is her second. Darby Shy, a 6-foot sophomore out of Malta, Montana. And she is, I'm trying to remember if she's a cousin or sister of Tucker Shy, who plays for the University of Montana Grizzlies. Working around out top. The Soph with the ball, pass top the key now to McIntosh, right side. Goes Golly back to McIntosh, back to Golly on the right wing. Golly takes the free throw line, kicks it out in the soft left wing. Now on top, Golly out to the soft again, who has to dribble down to the corner to get it. Wilcox gives it off. Schmidt driving baseline, Asaf try to put up the shot against Shy. Ball goes out of bounds. She went out of bounds. Went off of Shy, so it'll be Dinos basketball with 6:51 left in the first half of play. Western on top. Inbound pass knocked out of bounds by Britt Cooper, who reached up above her 5'10" frame to bat that one out of play. Second inbound attempt is good. Asaf gets it in down low right side. Shot won't go for the Dinos. It was Golly on the attempt. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Palmore bring it up in the right wing. Hands it off, coming out to get it was Lamy now on top. Jacobs will get it back now from Britt Cooper. 3-point shot for Jacobs will go. Rebound down low, put up and in by Darby Shy. Shy makes it 23-14 our score at the 6:23 mark of the second quarter. Western gets the ball back. Dribbling out top, Palmore tries to go left lane, then kicks it along the baseline to Shy. Jacobs on the left wing. Back down low to Shy. Was wide open, lays it off the glass with the finger roll. Good for 2 for Shy. We've got a timeout called by Coach Jennings for Calgary. 6:05 left in the first half of play. 25-14 Western on top of Calgary. Back in 30 seconds.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin, and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Back from the timeout, they called it only a 30-second timeout. At least that's what they indicated to us. But then I also heard media timeout. So apparently they are doing the full minute. We'll keep it right here. Thanks to Dave running the dials back in the studios. 25-14 our score. 6:05 left in the second quarter of play. University of Montana Western has led since the 8:04 mark of the first quarter. Dinos of Calgary had an early 1-0 lead at the 8:31 mark. The free throw from Chanel Hanzuik, but that was the only lead that Calgary has had. They trailed at the end of one, 18-11. It's now 25-14. Western on top by 9. Dinos will have the ball as we come back from the timeout. And they were checking to make sure Calgary they were making sure they had the right number of players on the floor. One of the officials said, hey, do we have another player? Nope, she was out. So Calgary moving it up a floor against the pressure from the Bulldogs. Seabrook pass on the left-hand side, out on the wing now to Golly. Golly takes it inside the arc, driving, and puts it up off the glass. Good for 2. Brandon Golly, she's got 4 points in the ball game. Make it 25-16 our score. That one coming at the 5:43 mark of quarter number 2. Palmore pass up on the left wing to Lamy, down further along towards the corner. Now they'll kick it out right side. Jacobs works it down low inside to Kay Bignell. Bignell put up a shot and draws the foul. 2 attempts coming up as the foul's going to be called against Aaron McIntosh. McIntosh called for the 5th team foul of the second quarter against the Calgary Dinos. Free throw is good for Kay Bignell. It's her first attempt at the line this afternoon. And her 3rd point of the ball game as she had a field goal in the first quarter. 5:30 left in quarter number 2. Second free throw is also good. Make it 27-16. Bulldogs back out on top by 9. Ball knocked out of bounds along the far sideline. I don't think they're going to have a foul call. I thought it was going to be called Jill Jacobs. It's her first personal foul. Check that. That is her 2nd. We missed a foul on her. Then a 2nd team foul against Western. Working around the arc down the left-hand side. Ball knocked out of bounds. Bobby Joe Colburn had tried to pass it down in the corner. It was tipped out of bounds by a Bulldog, so Dinos will keep it there into the floor. Equilonga will pass it in from the near corner. On the wing to Matu. Matu run on the right wing to Colburn. Colburn driving it, has it stripped away. However, falling to the floor with the ball was Bignell, Sierra Bignell. And nope, that's not Sierra, that's Taylor Howlett, who was called for the walk because she had taken it away but fell to the floor with possession. The Dinos will pass it in from the left side of the end line. Asaf will get it on the left-hand wing to Seabrook. Out top, Colburn working right side now. Golly looking inside, and Coach Jennings said, hey, plenty of time, and she passed it in, and it was taken away by Palmore, and then Palmore is going to be fouled. And Maul Matu called for her 2nd personal foul. McIntosh getting ready to check back in for the Dinos. 4:54 left in the second quarter of play. Western on top of Calgary. 27-16 because the number of team fouls. That's an attempt at the line for Palmore. Free throw is up and in. Denise Palmore, her first time the line this afternoon. And she's got 6 points now in the ball game. She had a 2-point field goal and a 3-point field goal back in the first quarter. Second free throw is also good at the 4:54 mark. Make it 29-16. Bulldogs on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Biggest lead of the game at 13. Nice drive to the hole. Good ball movement there. Shot is good by Bobby Jo Colburn. Her second field goal from 2-point range. She's got 7 points in the ball. 29-18 our score. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Down low right side. Shot is up and good by Jacob. She let the defender go up and then took it to the hole. 31-18 our score. On the left wing, handled by Matu. On top goes to McIntosh. Working right side down to the corner. Colburn driving in off the arc. Now kick it out top. 3-point shot won't go off the back of the iron for McIntosh. Palmore comes down with it for the Bulldogs. Palmore working up the floor. Dribbles past the right side of Colburn. Now cuts back left side. Take it left lane. Kicks down the left wing. Jacobs for 3. High arcing shot off the front of the iron. And we got a foul. Loose ball foul is going to be called against the Dinos. And that's going to go against Mozenga Equilanga. That's her Equilenga. That's her third personal foul. And that is the, let's see here. They only mark up to 5 fouls per quarter as they have changed it up in the college ranks, but I know they've got more than 5 team fouls for Calgary here in the first half. First free throw is in for Kay Bignell. Bignell 3 for 3 from the line this afternoon. She's got 5 points in the contest. Sierra Bignell is checked in for Western. Second free throw will not go. And a rebound controlled by the Dinos. 32-18, 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. Matu on top. Gets it back now from McIntosh. Matu dribbling on the right wing. Kicks it out top key. McIntosh left side. Asaf. Asaf works it in the paint. Double team down there. Seabrook takes it towards the hole. Lost it. And it went out of bounds. Seabrook was the last to touch it. Molly Klinker checks back in for Western. As the Bulldogs get the ball back, they lead 32-18. 3:34 left in the second quarter. Full court pressure applied by the Dinos. Palmore inbounds it to Jacobs, back to Palmore. Palmore's going to draw a double team. Jacobs gets the pass, gets up in the front court. Her pass up the floor is tipped, but it's picked up by Lamy. Back to Jacobs. To her left, goes to Palmore. Palmore behind the back dribble. She drops at the top key. Pass behind the paint, left side. Klinker working down low, and then cross court right side. 3-point shot won't go for Jacobs. Rebound controlled by Calgary. Quick outlet here on the left side from Colburn to Asaf. Asaf back on top. Colburn, left wing Asaf. Asaf guarded by Sarah Bignell, working around the arc right side. Matu bounce it inside. Colburn tried to go across the paint, then spun and put it up and in. Bobby Jo Colburn. She's got 9 points in the contest. 32-20 our score. She hit that one at the 2:50 mark of quarter number 2. Bulldogs with the ball and the 12-point lead. Working around the perimeter. On the left wing to Sierra Bignell. Bignell chest pass out to Molly Klinker to her right. Palmore fires a 3 with a hand in her face. Won't go. And the rebound's controlled by McIntosh for the Dinos. Quick outlet to Matu. She'll bring it up the floor. Matu left side. Colburn dribbles in off the wing. Shot up and one. As she got it to go and drew the foul. Matu with 8 from 2-point range. A 3-point field goal as well. And a free throw attempt on the way. Foul called against Jill Jacobs, her third personal foul. And it's the third team foul against Western. 2:22 left here in the first half. Colburn trying to complete the 3-point play. The redshirt freshman out of Cranbrook, BC. And she does. Colburn now with 10 points. Check that, 12 points in the ball game. 32-23 our score. 2:15 and counting here in the first half. Shy out top. Pass down along the key, low left side. Dribble out in the corner. Now kick it over right wing. That's Sierra Bignell back out top. Palmore left wing. Gives it to Cooper. Rick Cooper dribble inside the arc. Palmore down the left corner for three. It's good. Anise Palmore, her second three-pointer of the afternoon. She's got 9 points in the ball game. 35-23 our score. Nice move in the paint by Colburn. Her shot won't go. Rebound controlled by Schmidt. She'll kick it out top. Now right side. Coach Jennings calling out the time left on the shot clock. Pass left-hand corner for three off the far side of the rim. Shy with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Outlet to her left to Palmore. Palmore looking at the floor. She had Sierra Bignell coming along the near sideline, but didn't get the pass off in time. So she'll bring it up across the timeline. Dribble out top to Shy. 17 left on the shot clock. 1:14 in the game clock. Bulldogs with the ball leading by 12. Left wing dribbling in, arcing in into the paint. 12-footer is up and good. Savannah Bignell, her first field goal of the afternoon. 37-23, now a minute to go here in the first half. Bulldogs have led since the early minutes of this ball game. Pass back out top, saved from going over and back by McIntosh. 44 seconds left on the game clock, and we've got an offensive foul is going to be called. Bobby Jo Colburn called for the charge. Her first personal foul, because offensive foul, no opportunity for shots at the line for the Bulldogs. We have a timeout called by UM Western. 43.1 left in the first half. 37-23 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western with the lead, back in 30 seconds.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why.
Back from the timeout. 43.1 seconds left in the first half. It's the 5th game of the Green and Gold Tournament. Campus of Rocky Mountain College in Billings, Montana. UM Western and the Lady Dinos of the University of Calgary taking each other on. The men's game following this one. Bulldogs have the ball, and they have it on there on the floor. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Right wing, Lamy drives towards the bucket. Puts up the shot as she pulls up from 8 feet out, puts it up and in. Sierra Lamy's first field goal. She's got 4 points a game. 39-23, 16-point lead for the Bulldogs. Out top, McIntosh, pass right side, Asaf back out top. McIntosh now over the left side, Asaf, kick it inside, turnaround shot for Schmidt. Shot is short, rebound picked up by one of the Bulldogs, and McIntosh tried to put it off the glass right before the buzzer sound. She can't get it to fall. And at the end of the first half, it is 39-23 on your Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Dickinson, UM Western on top of Calgary. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and recap what happened in the first half right here on KDBM.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carry-out deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
For signs big or small, from banners to illuminated, Sign Pro has been your leader in signs since 1990. Sure, you know we provide high-quality displays, magnets, decals, vehicle graphics, certified installers, and more. But have you heard about our new cutting-edge techniques at Sign Pro? UV flatbed technology produces full-color brilliance that no one in the region can match, printing directly to almost any sign surface. The results are faster, higher quality, and much more cost-effective.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
Local businesses, large and small, are the cornerstone of Montana's communities. And at Stockman Bank, we're honored to help them grow and prosper. We serve our fellow businesses with respect, care, and a personal touch. We know a good lender is a flexible lender who treats business owners as individuals with unique needs and goals. In other words, we treat them the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
Back here at the Fort Center halftime between the UM Western Bulldogs and the ladies from the University of Calgary. Bulldogs lead the Dinos 39-23 on your Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Halftime statistics have been presented to us. Let's give them to you. Leading scorer at the half for UM Western is Anise Palmore. She's 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She is the only player in double figures for the Bulldogs, but they have a number of players that have got into the scorebook. Kay Bignell with 5 points in the ball game, and then Jill Jacobs also with 5 points. As Jacobs is 2 for 5 from the field and 1 for 4 from the three-point line, and then 3 different players with 4 points apiece: Sierra Lamy, Savannah Bignell, and Darby Shy. 3 points apiece for Molly Klinker and Sierra Bignell. 1 point for Britt Cooper on 1 of 2 shooting from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, for the Dinos, they have 12 points off the bench from Bobby Joel Colburn. She is 5 of 6 from the field, 1 for 1 from downtown, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. For her 12 points, she's the only one in double figures for Calgary, but she does lead all scorers with 12. 4 points apiece for Chanel Hanzuik and for Brianna Golly, who is 2 of 3 from the field. Hanzuik is 1 for 1 from the field and 1 for 2 from the free throw. She had a 3-point shot in addition. Lauren Seabrook with 2 points in the first half. And Laura Costello, 1 for 2 from the line for her 1 point in the first half. Team statistics in the first half of play for the University of Montana Western. They are 12 of 28 from the field, 42.9%, 4 of 14 from three-point range. And they are 85% from the free throw line, 11 of 13 in the first half. Meanwhile, for the University of Calgary, they are shooting 42.1% from the field. So not too much difference from the field between the two teams. Once again, Calgary 8 of 19, 42.1%. They are 2 of 6 from downtown and 5 of 9, only 55.6% from the free throw line. Rebound department, Calgary is trailing by 4. Western with 17 rebounds, 9 of the 17 coming on the defensive side of the glass. And then University of Calgary with 13 total rebounds, 9 of their 13 coming on the defensive boards. Calgary with 13 team fouls in the first half of play, 12 for UM Western. Calgary had 3 assists, 16 turnovers, no block shots, and 3 steals for the Bulldogs. They had 8 assists, 10 turnovers, no block shots, and 7 steals. Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute timeout, hear from some more of our fine sponsors, and then we'll come back and recap what happened in the first half as far as the ebb and flow of the ball game. UM Western leading the University of Calgary in women's basketball here at the Green and Gold Tournament, 39-23 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, not us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there.
We are community. We are proud. We our business. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Not 30 days away, not 20 days away. The time to save is now. During the final days of the Ford year-end sales event at your local Ford store, make no payments till March on some of the most stylish, high-tech, and efficient rides around. So don't come up empty. You want a deal that'll make your holiday? Get to your local Ford store now and cap off the holidays with huge cash back on the perfect car, truck, or SUV to kickstart the new year. Now get up to $10,500 in total value plus $1,000 smart bonus cash plus just announced $500 final days cash on F-150.
My name's Philip Davis. I'm from Boone, North Carolina, and I'm a senior in the Aeronautical Science program.
My name is Margaret Cleveland. I'm a freshman from Broadview, Montana, and my major is music education.
I'm Dr. Emily Garrity Ward, Assistant Professor of Geology at Rocky Mountain College.
Hi, I'm Melvin Ware, a senior from Dunmore, Montana. I'm a business administration major.
Did you know that 99% of Rocky students receive scholarships?
Did you know that RMC awarded over $11 million in scholarships this year?
Thank you for enabling us to be first-generation college students.
Thank you for supporting Rocky Athletics. Because of you, I was able to cross borders.
Thank you for your investment in our Impact Today, Transform Tomorrow campaign in support of our new facilities.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Thank you! Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
Thank you for your investment in new facilities, such as 32,000 square feet of new laboratory space and the renovation of the existing Bear Science Center.
Because of you, we are able to compete.
Because of you, I am able to be me.
Because of you, I am able to dream.
Because of you, I am able to invest in my future.
Because of you, we are able to make our family proud. Because of you, we're changing the world one student at a time. You're changing the world one gift at a time.
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
I chose Rocky Mountain College because it comes with that small school feel that leaves its students with big school benefits. Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future. Because of you, we are able to chase our dreams, and for that, we thank you.
Dinos would trade baskets. Dinos did get it back to within 3 points at the 132 mark, 12-9. But then the Bulldogs finished out the quarter on a 6-2 run to make it 18-11 at the end of the first 10 minutes of play. In the second quarter, the Bulldogs extended out their lead as they jumped out to a double-digit lead at the 6:05 mark, 25-14, as they were on a 7-3 run to start that second quarter of play. Largest lead of the ball game would be the current lead at 16 points, 39-23, as the Bulldogs outscored Calgary by let's see here, 16-7 margin in that second quarter of play. Well, coming into this afternoon's ball game, University of Western is perfect on the season at 12-0. They have been averaging 77.1 points per game, and their scoring margin has been at 28.75 point margin of victory. That is not too shabby at all. They have shot 45.6% from the field coming into this afternoon's action, and excuse me, 3-point percentage wise, shooting 31% from downtown, and they have only averaged 58% from the free throw line coming into this afternoon's game. Of course, they've done a nice job in the first half, as they've got 11-13 from the charity stripe in the first half of this one. Western also, as far as team statistics, averaging 42.7 rebounds per contest. They've out-rebounded their opponents by 11 rebounds per contest. And they are looking good so far against the Dinos of the University of Calgary. Of course, this is non-conference action at the Green and Gold Tournament. Western getting past Dickinson yesterday by a score of 64-55, so they are looking to come away perfect from the tournament this weekend. The University of Calgary, they defeated Rocky yesterday by a score of 71-61. Excuse me, they lost to Rocky by a score of 71-61. So they are trying to come away with a split if they can come back here in the second half and come away with the victory. But they've got to find a way to slow down the Bulldogs. Bulldogs leading by 16 points at the half, 39-23. Leading scorer in the contest is Bobby Jo Colburn for the Dinos. She's 5 of 6 from the floor, 1 for 1 from downtown, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 12 points. The only other player in double figures is Anise Palmore for the Bulldogs. She has 10 points as she is 3 of 5 from the field and 2 of 3 from behind the arc. But again, Western has really balanced out the scoring behind Palmore, as they've got 2 players with 5 points, 3 different players with 4, 2 more with 3 points apiece. And they lead here at the half, 39-23. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's take one final 3-minute timeout. Give yours truly a chance to take a little breather. We'll come back for the start of the second half. Bulldogs on top of the Dinos, 39-23 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Back in 3.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battle Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
I am a high school English teacher. I had been diabetic for 20 years.
Obesity is affecting our population at an alarming rate.
To meet that challenge, the Billings Clinic implemented a comprehensive bariatric program.
The patient is the most important part of the team.
It's not about skinny, it's about being healthy.
I don't have diabetes anymore.
And by now, she has lost over 100 pounds.
Thank you. I'm happy. Life is good.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things. Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance. I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends. I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin, and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Welcome back to the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Kyle Riley with you for the play-by-play. We get set for the start of the second half of play between the University of Western Bulldogs and the University of Calgary Dinos. And it looks like we've got our starters back out on the floor. Bulldogs have the balls. We start the second half. Palmore packs it out on the left-hand wing. Goes to Sierra Lamy. Kick it out at the free throw line. Three-point shot. Excuse me. Free throw length shot. Won't go for Bignell. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Erin McIntosh as she tried to save it from goal. out of bounds. It'll be White possession. Yeah, it'll be Bulldog basketball. Passing in from the left side of the baseline. Lamy tried to work it in, and the ball goes out of bounds. A little defensive effort there by Schmidt, getting a hand in the way, and it was last touched by Bulldogs. So the Dinos get it to start the second half. Working around the perimeter on the left-hand side to McIntosh. Back out top now to Schmidt. Schmidt dribbles once, back to McIntosh, looking down baseline. Nice drive to the hole. Shot won't go. Rebound down low right side, put up by Wilcox. Wilcox had it rebounded by Schmidt. She'll try to put it up, and the ball's knocked loose on the floor. Finally picked up out here at the top. You got a scrum on the floor. We've got 3 players on the floor. And it looks like Anmal Matu might have been dinged up a little bit as she was rolling around. She's holding her left arm, looking at her elbow at the moment. She looks like she's going to be okay. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession will give it over to Calgary, so they will keep it on their end of the floor. 39-23 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs on top of the Dinos. This is women's basketball action. Men's game coming up after this one. We'll have it right here for you on 1490 and on rocky.edu. Inbound pass going to be taken away by the Bulldogs. Lamy will come up with it, bring it across the right side of the half-court line. Kick it on the right wing to Howlett. Howlett dribbling out towards the top with the left hand. Pass back right wing. Lost the handle on it is Laney. She'll pick it up. Check that. That was Cooper. Cooper give it out top to Lamy now. Lamy will dribble, beam the elbow right side, kick it down to the corner to Kay Bignell. Back out top to Paulmore. Paulmore takes a long shot from out top. She had a foot on the line, so it'll only count for 2, but Denise Paulmore gets her 11th point of the afternoon. She makes it 41-23. It's our first points of the second half, coming at the 8:27 mark of the third quarter of play. Hanzuik passing in the paint. Goes to Wilcox back out right side. Asaf tried to skip it in, driving it along the lane. The shot was blocked as Hanzuik tried to put it up. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs up in the front court. Lamy pass it right side, driving to the hole. Shot won't go for Howlett. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Bulldog. So it'll be turned back over to to University of Calgary. Going back the other way here. Calgary going left to right here in the third quarter. Dribbling up into the front court by Asaf. Pass it to her left out top. Schmidt. Schmidt will get it back now from McIntosh. Back right side to Asaf. Asaf driving off the right wing. Passing inside. Nice look inside off the glass. It's good for 2 for Bree Wilcox. Wilcox with a nice pass there from Schmidt. First points in the second half for the Dinos. 41-25 is our score. Dribbling along the free throw line left to right is Lamy. Passing right wing. Now kicking out left wing to Paulmore. Paulmore drives it into the paint. Ball is knocked away by Wilcox. Picked up by the Bulldogs, however. Jump stop in the paint. 8 feet out. Shot won't go for Lamy. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Dino. And so the ladies from UM Western will hold on to the basketball. They'll pass it in from the right side of the end line. Underneath the right side of the backboard. Lamy tried to get it along the baseline here, and the ball went out of bounds off of the feet of Kay Bignell. It'll be turned over to the Dinos. Substitution coming in as Hanzuik checks out. Raina Crawford checks in for the ladies from Calgary. Up into the front court, pass out top goes to McIntosh. Right side Crawford, back to McIntosh. Over left wing now, Asaf worked down along the baseline to Wilcox. Wilcox passing the paint to Crawford. Ball was knocked loose down low, but shot put up by McIntosh. Got the little ball back and drew the foul. She'll step to the line for a couple attempts. Foul's going to be called against Britt Cooper. That is her first personal foul and the first of the second half. Well, they say it's only her second, so I had one incorrectly marked against her in the first half. First free throw attempt will not go. She's fouled on the putback attempt, so Cooper will have a couple of attempts at the line. She She's 1 for 3 so far from the line. Make it 2 of 4. She hits the second one there. 42-27 our score. Free throw coming at the 6:53 mark of the third quarter. Ball taken away by the Dinos. Up the floor, left side goes Crawford. Crawford driving to the whole sky. Shot won't go. Nice finger roll, but couldn't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by Palmore for the Bulldogs. Palmore behind the back dribble, right to left, as she brings it across the left side of the center circle. Pass down low inside goes from Sierra Bignell to Kay Bignell. We've got a whistle and a foul called against Kay Bignell. That is her third personal foul, and it is the second team foul against Western here in the second half. Working around the perimeter out top, trying to pass it inside to Schmidt. It was taken away. Brought up the floor by Sierra Bignell. Bignell pass along the baseline, driving underneath the hole. Shot. No, instead she tried to pass it back out along the paint. As Kay Bignell was down there. Draws the foul. Bree Wilcox called for her first personal foul. And it's the first team foul of the second half against the Dinos. And they say that Bignell was in the process of shooting. First free throw up and good. Kay Bignell. All of her points coming from the free throw, with the exception of a field goal in the first half. As she has gone 4 of 5 from the free throw line and make it 5 of 6. So give her 7 points in the contest. 43. 27 our score. So she did not make the second. Just under 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. UM Western on top of Calgary at the Green and Gold Holiday Tournament. Turnaround shot in the paint from 12 feet. Won't go for Wilcox. Rebound controlled by Britt Cooper for the Bulldogs. Cooper dribbling past Colburn. Cooper pass right wing. Now top to Palmore. Palmore takes it into the paint. Nice pass down the right side to Shy, who is open on the right side. Puts it in for her third field goal of the afternoon. That makes it 45-27. Western on top. From the back, Darby Shy trying to pass the loose ball. She's going to be called for the travel. 16 turnovers in the first half for Calgary, 10 turnovers in the first half for UM Western. Substitutions coming in for both teams. Jill Jacobs checks in along with Savannah Bignell and Sierra Lamy for the Bulldogs. And back in for Calgary is Anamala Matu. Matu will inbound the ball, give it out top to Wilcox. Wilcox hands it off to Matu. Matu stops to dribble, top the key, pass it left-hand side to Golly. Golly back right side to Matu. Matu back out top to Mick McIntosh. Back to Matu on the right wing. Out top Colburn, left-hand side. McIntosh driving, no, Colburn rather, driving left lane. Does an underhand finger roll, gets it to fall, and the foul. Foul's going to go to Darby Shy. It's her third personal foul. And we are going to have a timeout called as Colburn will come back and have a chance at the three-point play after this timeout. 4:57 left in the third. Western on top of Calgary, 45-29 back at 30.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Welcome back here at the Fortin Center. Kyle Riley with you for the play-by-play. Glad to have you along with us on AM 1490 KDBM and also around the world. I think we are on kdbm-kbv.com, and we are also with the video cast on rocky.edu. So thanks to everyone who is following along with us this afternoon, whether it's terrestrial radio, internet radio, or internet webcast. Just had a charger drop off on the laptop here nearby, so trying to make sure things get plugged back in again. Free throw won't go for Colburn, but it's controlled by the Dinos. 45-29 is our score. On the right wing, Matu passing around the left side, driving in. Colburn draws the foul again. She'll step to the line for a couple more attempts. Darby Shy is going to be called for her fourth personal foul. She'll have to check out of the ball game.
For the Dinos, number 6, Bobby Jo Colburn.
Colburn's first free throw attempt is good.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 3, Molly Clinker.
And second attempt coming in just a moment after the substitution. Checking in is Molly Clinker. Second one on its way. It's also good. 45-31 our score. As Colburn now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. And she's got a total of 16 points in the ball game. 45-31 our score. Bulldogs with the basketball and the lead. According to the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, pass out top is going to be taken away by McIntosh. Driving the lane right side, lays it off the glass and in for 2. The steal and the field goal. Erin McIntosh, first 2 points of the ball game. 45-33. Calgary making a little run as they've got it back within 12 after being down by 18. Foul is going to be called against Erin McIntosh. That is her third personal foul. And that is the second team foul against Calgary. 3:55 left in quarter number 3. Bulldogs with the ball, leading by 12 points after Calgary has gone on a 6-0 run. Pass comes inbounds to Jacobs. Dribbles out towards the top, pass it right wing. Sierra Bignell back on top. Jacobs, she'll think about the 3. Fired up and put it in. Second three-pointer of the ball game for Jill Jacobs. And she gives her team a little bit of a breather again. It's 48-33 our score. Shot the other way for the Dinos will not fall. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Right wing handled by Lamy. Lamy dribbles to the free throw line. Stops. Pass behind her to Savannah Bignell. Savannah get the screen out top from Sierra Bignell. Now pass off to Sierra. Bounce it down low along the right lane. Shot up won't go for Molly Clinker, but she drew the foul, and Clinker will step to the free throw line. The foul is going to be called against Bree Wilcox. It's her second personal foul, and the third team foul against Calgary. Lauren Seabrook getting ready to check back in for the Dinos, along with Mozenga Ekwalenga. Free throw rattles off the back of the rim for Clinker. Clinker looking for her second free throw of the afternoon. Shot is up, rattles around, and falls in. Clinker now with 4 points in the contest. 49-33 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western with the lead. Up the floor quickly, left wing. Ekwalenga hits the 3, her first points of the afternoon. That makes it 49-36. Calgary not trying to go quietly into the afternoon. Down by 13. High post left side. Clinker, nice throw inside on Sierra Bignell. Was arcing it off the left wing. Got the little dish from Clinker. Hit the bucket and will have a chance at a 3-point play as she was fouled Bobby Jo Colburn called for her second personal foul, fourth team foul against Calgary. Free throw rattles around and falls in, 52-36. Western on top. Sierra converting on the three-point play. And a turnover by the Dinos will give it right back over to the Bulldogs. They'll pass it in from the far sideline in the front court. Pass comes in to Savannah Bignell. Savannah takes it along the left lane, kicks it out to Jacobs on the wing. Jacobs dribbles across the paint. Nice bounce pass inside the ball, and Clinker puts up the glass. It's good. Coach is calling for a timeout. Coach Jennings for Calgary. That'll stop the clock. 2:27 left in the third quarter, I should say. 54-36. Western on top of Calgary. Will be back in 30 seconds.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
Back from the timeout. University of Montana Western on top of the University of Calgary by a score of 54-36. That's according to the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs, their largest lead of the afternoon at 18. They have led since the 8:04 mark of the first quarter and have not looked back since, despite the little 6-0 run by the Calgary Dinos a little bit ago, as they cut it from 45-27 to 45-33. But since then, it's been a 9-3 run by UM Western to extend that lead back to 18 points. Coach Damian Jennings, after that quick bucket there by Western, called for the timeout and wanted to regroup. Pass from the front court. Ball is knocked away from Ekwalenga. It's going to be picked up by the Bulldogs. Driving low right side. Savannah Bignell puts it up and in. 56-36 our score. Out top, handled by Golly. Golly skip it to the left to Matu. Matu dribbles left wing. Pass out top. High pass comes over right wing. Ekwalenga back out top now to Golly. Golly working in the paint. Seabrooks, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Working down the corner. Colburn kicks it out left corner. Matu back out top. Three-point shot for Golly. Off the front of the iron won't go. Rebound brought down by Sierra Bignell. She slows up her dribble here. Reaching in to try and knock it away was Golly, but pass goes over to Savannah Bignell. Brings it across the Battling Bear emblem at center court. Dribbles out top. Still stops the dribble down just outside the left side of the lane. Pass down inside, shot won't go. Seabrook with the rebound for the Dinos. Kicking out to Golly, left wing. Ekwalenga gets it back from Golly. Now out towards the top now. Dribbling and sidestepping to the left wing is Golly. Matu gets it back from Colburn, back to Golly. Golly takes a free throw line pass right side. Got a blocking foul. Is going to be called, I believe, against Savannah Bignell. And it is. Savannah Bignell called for her first personal foul.
That's her first personal foul. Team fifth. On the line for the Dinos, number 10.
At the free throw line, Brianna Golly. 0 for 1 from the line this afternoon. She'll have 2 attempts. First free throw is good. She's got 5 points in the contest. .68 seconds left in the third. Second free throw misses. 56-37 our score. Ball brought across the left side of the timeline by Savannah Bignell. Dribbles out top, skips it down low, driving along the baseline. Shot is up and good for Jill Jacobs. 58-37. Nice ball movement there. Ekwalenga out top for 3. That is good. Ozinga Ekwalenga. That is her second three-pointer of the quarter. She makes it 58-40 our score. Down low, left side shot won't go for Kay Bignell. Loose ball, check that, that was Laney. Lamy that had the shot that would not fall. Loose ball foul is going to be called against Western. Molly Klinker called for her first. That is the 5th team foul against Western. At the line is Lauren Seabrook. Seabrook, the 6'1" senior. First free throw rattles around and falls. She is now 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Seabrook, all of her points from the line. .8 left in the third quarter. Second one rattles off the right side of the rim. Dinos, however, control it 41-58. They trail by 17. Pass on top. Asaf back on right side. Matu bouncing down low right side. Colburn out left side. 3-point shot off the rim. Won't go for Asaf. Rebound taken down by the Dinos. Nice job coming out to get it by Golly. 7 seconds left on the game clock here in the third quarter. Golly right wing. Pass on time. Head fake. Nope. Double dribble is called against Matu. She tried to look left and do a little head fake there and grabbed it with both hands. So a second left on the clock. And Western see if they get a shot off if they inbound it. Lamy looking the backcourt and just going to be held on to by Palmore, as that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter of play. 58-41 our score on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western on top of Calgary. Back for the fourth quarter after this 1-minute timeout.
At Pizza Hut, we've got a carry-out deal just for you. Any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. You want a large hand-tossed pepperoni and mushroom? $10. Or maybe you're a large pan supreme kind of person. $10. Thinking about a combination of your own? Well, that's $10 too. That's any pizza, any size, any crust, and any topping for just $10. And get stuffed crust for just $2 more. This $10 carry-out deal ends soon, so hurry to Pizza Hut today.
For signs big or small, from banners to illuminated, Sign Pro has been your leader in signs since 1990. Sure, you know we provide high-quality displays, magnets, decals, vehicle graphics, certified installers, and more. But have you heard about our new cutting-edge techniques at Sign Pro? UV flatbed technology produces full-color brilliance that no one in the region can match, printing directly to almost any sign surface. The results are faster, higher quality, and much more cost-effective.
Sign up with Sign Pro.
The Borton Center after 3 quarters of play. The score on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs on top of the University of Calgary, 58-41. Bulldogs have the ball as we start the fourth quarter of play. Bounce along the baseline, driving in. Nice look inside underneath. Shot is up and good by Kay Bignell. Kay now with total of 8 points in the ball game. 60-41 in favor of the Bulldogs. Handled out top by Brianna Golly. Golly fakes the pass down in the corner, drives in, puts it off the glass, and good for 2. Nice job by Golly. She's got 7 points in the contest. 60-43 our score. Double team is Palmore. She gets it across the half-court line. Long pass down towards the left side of the baseline. Pass it out now to Alexa Welsh. Welsh is in the ball game for the first time. And then they're working inside Sierra Bignell. We got an elbow that's going to be called against the Calgary Dinos. It's going to go against. Who's the foul called against? They didn't put it up on the scoreboard. Ah, there we go. It's called against Hanzuik, her third. Down in the corner, ball inbounded to Palmore. Palmore takes it spinning into the paint. Pass out right wing to Lamy. Lamy drills out to the top of the key. Skip pass to her left. Coming out to get it was Welsh. Welsh back out to the front edge of the center circle to Palmore. Palmore looking for the screen out top from Kay Bignell. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass right side, Sierra Bignell. Sierra spinning into the paint, right elbow. Has the ball knocked away. It gets loose, knocked away here. It gets into the backcourt. We're going to have over and back called against the Bulldogs, and that'll give it over to the Dinos, who trail by 17, 60-43. Hanzoik will inbound the ball right in front of us here. Gets it out to Matu. Matu directing traffic, now puts it on the floor, takes the left wing, stops as she dribbles just inside the arc, pass out top. Goes to Ghali, back to Matu. They work it inside, the ball's taken away by the Bulldogs. Palmore brings it up, dribbles across into the front court. Takes it down low, pass up high off the glass. The shot won't go for Kay Bignell. Rebound controlled by Calgary. Up across the timeline, handled by Ghali. Ghali trying to kick it down towards the corner, and we've got a foul call. It's going to go against Western. Red 5, that's Anise Palmore. It's going to be Palmore's second personal foul, and that is the first team foul in the fourth quarter against Western. 8:02 left in regulation, 60-43 our score. Dinos with the ball trailing by 17 to your Bulldogs. Out of Dillon. Pass inside, gets knocked away, picked up by the Dinos. Working around the perimeter, pass down towards the left corner. Working out top again to Hanzoik. Dribbles into the paint, pass down low right side. Schmidt, double team. Schmidt's going to be called for the travel. That'll turn it back over to Western. We are past the top of the 3 o'clock hour Mountain Standard Time. You're listening to AM 1490 KDBM in Dillon. My thanks to Dave back in the studios of 1490. And also to Cody, who is running things here this afternoon from high atop the floor out the Crow's Nest. Ball handled by Western.
Here we go.
Working around. Palmore lost it through her legs. Yeah, she's going to be called for the double dribble. She lost the dribble, went through her legs, went back to get it, and just started dribbling again. Can't do that after you stop the dribble. Coach for Western, Lindsay Woolley, was arguing the double dribble. A timeout called by Coach Jennings for Calgary. We'll take one as well. 60-43, Western on top of Calgary. 7:19 left in the fourth. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Local businesses, large and small, are the cornerstone of Montana's communities. And at Stockman Bank, we're honored to help them grow and prosper. We serve our fellow businesses with respect, care, and a personal touch. We know a good lender is a flexible lender who treats business owners as individuals with unique needs and goals. In other words, we treat them the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
Tire-Rama, we'll get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, not us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama, we'll get you there.
Back here at the Fortin Center, 7:19 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Western, they have led since the 8:04 mark of quarter number 1. And they currently lead by 17, 60-43 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. I would be remiss if I also didn't say thanks to Jess, who's running the camera on the floor this afternoon. As Cody's up top running the camera up there and running the spots as well on rocky.edu. But Jess is our camerawoman on the floor. Dinos have the ball as we get back underway here in the fourth quarter at the right side of the free throw line, handled by Schmidt. Kick it out top, 3-point shot is up and good. And Matu, that's her first points of the afternoon, coming from 3-point range, makes it 60-46 our score. That one coming at the 7-minute mark of the fourth. Ball brought up in the front court by Palmore, left side, 3-point shot is long. As it was put up by Welsh, rebound controlled by the Dinos and then taken away by Palmore. Palmore will dribble out here in the left back corner of the front court, now out towards the top of the key, skip it up ahead to Kay Bignell. Bignell passing the right side to Lamy. Lamy dribbles towards the elbow right side, puts it up and good from 13. Sierra Lamy, her second field goal of the afternoon. She's got 6 points. 62-46 our score. And a whistle and a foul called as Britt Cooper is going to be called for her 4th personal foul. Take that back, it's only her 3rd. Right side of the end line rather is where the pass will come in from Matu in the corner. Finds Golly. Golly tried to work it inside. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by one of the Dinos, so Western will get it back. Inbound pass comes in to Matu. Or excuse me. Matu is guarding Miss Palmore. Palmore will give it out top. Ball knocked away, and chasing after it was Savannah Bignell, but it's taken by Hanzoik. She drives off the glass left side, puts it up and in. Hanzoik gets the shot after the steal. 62-48 is our score. Western on top by 14. Palmore dribbling along the perimeter right side. Pass out top goes to Lamy. Lamy gives off to her left to Cooper. Cooper back to Lamy, left wing. Spins to the left side of the free throw line. Back out to Palmore on the wing. Palmore dribbles out top. Now dribbling on the right side of the arc. Takes it inside. Fadeaway shot off the glass. The bank's open Saturday afternoon. As Palmore has 6 from 2-point range, 6 from 3-point range, and a free throw as well. That's 13 if my math still works. 64-48 our score. Matu pass down low right side, back out of the wing to Matu. Give it out top to Colburn. Colburn trying to work her way in, and she's going to be fouled by Savannah Bignell, who caught her with the left leg. Bignell called for the trip. That's her 2nd personal foul. 13 foul against Western. Massive substitutions, line change for the Dinos, as we've got McAllisoff and Mazenga Ekwalenga as well as Bree Wilcox. 3-point shot out top for Bobby Joel Colburn. That is her 2nd 3-pointer of the afternoon. 64-51 our score. So it's a 13-point lead for Western. Work it down low inside. Ball taken away by McAllisoff. Asaf driving up the floor right lane. They'll kick it out left wing. 3-point shot is up off the left side of the iron. Off the glass and in. Golly gets it off the bounce. Her first 3-pointer of the afternoon. It is 64-54. Got a whistle and foul along the far sideline as Bignell was bringing it up the floor. That was Savannah Bignell. She was fouled by McAllisoff. That's her first personal foul. 2nd team foul against Calgary here in the 4th quarter. 4:20 left in regulation. 64-54. Western has had their lead trimmed to 10 after they were leading by a 60-41 margin at the 9:40 mark. Driving it along the baseline, shot won't go, but a foul drawn by Britt Cooper. She tried to put up the offensive rebound, but it was after the foul. Foul call against Bree Wilcox. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right. Bree Wilcox called for her 3rd personal foul. And at the charity stripe, Ms. Cooper. I have her 2 for 4 from the line this afternoon. First free throw misses. 2nd free throw attempt coming. 4:11 left in the 4th. 2nd one is good. 65-54 is our score after Britt Cooper makes her 2nd of 2 attempts. Pass out top, handled by Golly. 2-3 zone being played by the Bulldogs. Golly driving in, shot too hard off the glass. Trying to save it from going out of bounds on the left wing as a stop, but she can't chase down in time. It'll be turned back over to the Bulldogs. Full court pressure being applied by the Dinos. They're down by 11. 3:50 left in regulation. Inbound pass comes in on the bounce in the backcourt to Palmore. Palmore dribbles across the court, comes over to the left side of the half-court line. Palmore dribbles past to Soft. Stops left elbow. Pass over the right wing now. Goes to Lamy. Lamy takes it across the paint right to left and stops. Kicked it out right wing. Taylor Howlett Pass down to the corner to Kaylee Bignell. Bignell pass on the wing. Now out top to Palmore. Palmore trying to work it inside. Ball was knocked away by Wilcox. Wilcox will come up with it, and we are going to have ball is going to be given to the Dinos. There was a legal touch. And so the Dinos get it off the steal. Bree Wilcox able to knock the pass away from Anise Palmore. Inbound pass comes into Henzeweek. She'll pass it into Matu. Matu dribbles right wing, get it on top. Colburn left side. Work it inside now to Wilcox. Wilcox spin move left side and one. As she gets it, the rattle around. That looked like a skyhook from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Gets it the fall and the foul. And she will have a chance at a three-point play. She has made it 65-56. Timeout call, 3:09 left in regulation. Western on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We are community. We are proud. We are business. Nothing sells like success. Western Security Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Calgary trying to make a game late here as they have trimmed it to what is currently a 9-point lead. And, of course, a free throw pending from Bree Wilcox, who just converted on a little hook off the left side of the paint. The foul was committed by Kay Bignell, her fourth personal. Free throw is on its way off the back of the iron. Will go. Rebound controlled by Bignell. So it remains 65-56. Pass up into the front court. Goes to Palmore. Down left wing. Howlett back out to Palmore. 16 on the shot clock. Palmore guarded out here high out on the left side by Matu. Bounce it over to Howlett. Back out working around right side now. Britt Cooper. Cooper takes it inside. Underhand scoop. Gets it to fall. Britt Cooper gets her first field goal of the afternoon. She makes it 67-56 our score. Now 2:30 left in regulation. Bulldogs with the lead. Dinos with the basketball. Three-point shot right corner off the side of the rim. Won't go. Ball tipped out by Colburn but picked up by Lamy for UM Western. 67-56 is our score. And we've got a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be a foul call against the Dinos. Foul call against Brianna Gawley. Brianna Gawley called for her second personal foul. It's only the fourth team foul against Calgary. Left side of the baseline is where they inbound the ball for UM Western. Pass out top comes into Cooper. Cooper guarded out there by Colburn. Working on the left wing. Now back on top, Palmore. Give it right side, Lamy. They're just working it around the perimeter, trying to take some time off the shot clock. Leading 67-56. Now 2 minutes to go in regulation. Working around on the right-hand side. Handled by Howlett. Howlett pass on top to Lamy. Lamy goes left of the arc, just inside, spins, pivots. Puts it up, nope, through. Three-point shot on the left-hand side is up and good for Taylor Howlett. As Howlett hits her first field goal of the afternoon, 70-56, back out to a 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. Colburn pass out top to Gawley. Gawley to her left finds Matu. Matu holding it, and got a timeout called by Coach Jennings. 1:31 left in regulation, 70-56 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western on top of Calgary. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Not 30 days away, not 20 days away. The time to save is now. During the final days of the Ford year-end sales event at your local Ford store, make no payments till March on some of the most stylish, high-tech, and efficient rides around. So don't come up empty. You want a deal that'll make your holiday? Get to your local Ford store now and cap off the holidays with huge cash back on the perfect car, truck, or SUV to kickstart the new year. Now get up to $10,500 in total value plus $1,000 smart bonus cash plus just announced $500 final days cash on F-150.
Back after the timeout, 91 ticks left in regulation. Western leading 70-56. Dinos went to basketball. They had cut it back to 9 points just a moment ago after trailing by as much as 19. Driving a baseline shot won't go for Gala. She was double teamed, tried to force it up, did not draw the foul. And on the drive up the floor the other way, foul in the backcourt call against Chanel Hanzuik. That is her 4th personal foul. And that is the 5th team foul now against the Dinos. So we'll go to the other end of the floor. Britt Cooper is going to step to the line. Cooper 3 for 6 from the charity stripe so far this afternoon. 1:18 left in regulation. First free throw is nothing but net. Cooper's second attempt coming. Cooper now with 6 points by my scorebook. 1:18 left in the fourth. 71-56. Second free throw coming on the way. It's good from Britt Cooper. Britt Cooper, a 5'10 sophomore out of Harrison, Montana, driving up the floor, across the paint left to right. Shot will not go for Golly. And the ball went out of bounds. Check that was not Golly, that was Aaron McIntosh trying to put it up. $16-point lead with 64 seconds for the Bulldogs, and they have the basketballs. They're going to go to 13-0 on the year. They survive a run here in the fourth by the Dinos. Dinos 2-3 zone. Handled out top. Taylor Howlett. Pass back now left side goes to Palmore. Palmore behind the back dribble. Try to go through the legs of Wilcox. And we are going to have a whistle. That just stopped clock with the inadvertent kick. Palmore will get the inbound pass from Lamy. Palmore dribbling along the arc, left-hand wing. Dribbles on top. 6 seconds left. Try to put up the three-point shot. It was blocked. Try to go after her own rebound, and the ball is tipped on ahead. Driving is Wilcox on the pass from Golly. Wilcox hits it. She's got 6 points in the ball game. 72-58. Western will come away with the victory. The final score pending. 20 seconds to go. No shot clock left. Bulldogs leading by 14. Got a whistle and a foul. That'll be the 6th team foul against the Dinos. Bree Wilcox called for her 4th. So it stops the clock with 14.3 left in regulation. Palmore's first free throw is up and good. Palmore only 2 of 3 from the charity stripe so far this afternoon. She's got 12 points from the field. Second one, that one goes through. 74-58 our score. Seven seconds left in this one. Matu, left wing. Matu arcs it over on the left-hand side. Three-point shot put up for Golly. Won't go. There's the lights on the backboard, and that's the final. 74-58 on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Western over the University of Calgary. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with a quick recap of the women's game right here on KDBM back in 2.
My name is Philip Davis. I'm from Boone, North Carolina, and I'm a senior in the Aeronautical Science program.
My name is Margaret Cleveland. I'm a freshman from Broadview, Montana, and my major is music education.
I'm Dr. Emily Garrity Ward, Assistant Professor of Geology at Rocky Mountain College.
Hi, I'm Melvin Ware, a senior from Dunmore, Montana. I'm a business administration major.
Did you know that 99% of Rocky students receive scholarships?
Did you know that RMC awarded over $11 million in scholarships this year?
Thank you for enabling us to be first-generation college students.
Thank you for supporting Rocky Athletics. Because of you, I was able to cross borders.
Thank you for your investment in our Impact Today, Transform Tomorrow campaign in support of our new facilities.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Thank you.
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
Thank you for your investment in new facilities, such as 32,000 square feet of new laboratory space and the renovation of the existing Bear Science Center.
Because of you, we are able to compete.
Because of you, I am able to be me.
Because of you, I am able to dream.
Because of you, I am able to invest in my future.
Because of you, we are able to make our family proud. Because of you, we're changing the world one student at a time. You're changing the world one gift at a time.
Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future.
I chose Rocky Mountain College because it comes with that small school feel, but leaves its students with big school benefits. Thank you for investing in Rocky Mountain College and our future. Because of you, we are able to chase our dreams, and for that, we thank you.
Okay. Back one final time in the women's broadcast between the Bulldogs and the Dinos. Ladies from Western come away with the 74-58 victory this afternoon over the Dinos. For Western, they had two players in double figures. Anise Palmore with 16 points in the contest, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line for her 16 points, leading the Bulldogs. Jill Jacobs off the bench. She did a nice job. 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from three-point range, as she finished with 10 points in the contest. And then 9 points for Kay Bignell, just shy of double figures. She was 2 of 6 from the field, but 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And then there were 5 different, check that, 6 different Bulldogs with 6 points. Sierra Lamy, Britt Cooper, Molly Klinker, Sierra Bignell, and Darby Shaw, each with 6 points apiece in the ballgame. Taylor Howlett with 3 points, wrapping up the scoring for Western. Meanwhile, for the University of Calgary, leading all scorers this afternoon was Bobby Joel Colburn off the bench. She was 7 of 8 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point range, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line, as she had 19 points in the contest. A nice job for Bobby Joel Colburn, the 6-foot redshirt freshman out of Cranbrook, BC. 10 points in the contest for Brianna Gawley. Brianna was 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And then 6 points for Chanel Hansuik, 6 for Bree Wilcox, and 6 points for Mozenga Ekwalanga. And then 3 points for Lauren Seabrook, 3 for Anmol Matu, 4 for Aaron McIntosh, and Laura Costello had 1 point this afternoon. Well, the Dinos had the early lead 1-0 at the 8:31 mark of that first quarter of play, but that was their only lead of the contest, as Western took a 2-1 advantage at the 8:04 mark. They would lead after one, 18-11. They extended their lead at the halftime to 39-23, leading at the end of 3 by a score 58-41. Bulldogs would extend their lead out to 19 points before the Dinos would make a little run. They would get it back to within 9. At the 4:11 mark, it was 65-56, at the 3:09 mark. The Dinos got it back to single digits for just a moment, but then the Bulldogs were able to pull away as they make a run down the stretch, scoring, well, let's see here. They put in 9 points as opposed to only 2 for the Dinos. So the final score in this one, 74-58. The Bulldogs proved to 13-0 on this 2016-2017 campaign. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll send it back to the studios for about 14-15 minutes. And when we come back, we'll have the men's game between the University of Calgary and Western right here on AM 1490 KDBM and on Rocky.edu back in 15.